Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this 7-day pilgrimage through the 7 pillars of womb Kriyas, which are ancient feminine purification practices that my womb birthed while on my healing journey. And it was quite the journey to get there, and I'm going to share with you bits and pieces of that journey along this pilgrimage, as well as the philosophy behind womb Kriyas. What are they? Where did they come from? And all of the dancing pieces that just kind of ever so beautifully fall into place. Because every stepping stone on my path has led me here, and I am so grateful for that, and I am so grateful for you being here as well. So, pillar number 1, the disembodiment epidemic. As society, we are disconnected from our bodies and the powerful feeling presence within our bodies, which is Shakti. She is your feminine essence. She is your inner healer. She is your shaman. But we have become so disconnected from our body and from our inner healer that we have given our power away to others, modalities, the Western medical system, XYZ as the thing that will either fix us, heal us, help us ascend, whatever it is. But anytime that we have given our power away, we're missing a part of who we are. And that is a part of this disembodiment epidemic. When we live from here up, we're not even aware of what's going on down here. We can't feel our body, and we're actually really afraid of feeling our bodies because of everything that's stored in our bodies. Now, you may have heard that the longest journey you will have to make in life is from your head to your heart. Well, I am here to tell you that the longest journey you're going to have to make in your life is from your head to your womb, because the root of every trauma, wound, fear, program, ancestral pattern that you inherited, every root is buried in your womb. Your womb is the foundation, the center of who you are. And when your womb is vibrationally out of balance, every other area of your life is vibrationally out of balance. This disembodiment epidemic has caused us to prioritize thinking over feeling, mind over body, left brain over right brain, logical over not logical, chaotic, which is the feminine realm. And I'm going to be talking a lot about this feminine realm because it's unknown. As society, as a humanity, we have not embodied this feminine realm in thousands of years. So of course it is going to be scary. Of course, we're going to have fear as we're dropping from our minds to our wombs, because along my journey, I faced that fear so many times. But you see, my motivating force that kept me pushing, that kept me going deeper and deeper and deeper, is that I've always known more is possible. Underneath my wedding ring is inscribed, what else is possible? So my journey in life began seeking this what else is possible. From a very young age, I knew I was different. I always knew more was possible. Like, I wouldn't settle for just enough when everybody else is like, oh, you should just be happy with that. You should settle with that. Oh, he's a good guy, settle for him. It's like, no, I know more is possible. And I am going to continue searching for that more, no matter what people say, because I know more is possible. And I'm going to follow my truth. So throughout this journey, my journey began with knee issues. My knee would physically subluxate, or basically like dislocate. And for 6 weeks, I could not walk. I went to orthopedic surgeons. Oh, their solution was to break my heels and reset them, and magically my knee pain is going to disappear. No, that doesn't work for me. At 13 years old, that did not work for me. I felt like, that makes no sense at all. Luckily, a friend of the family's was a chiropractor. He had just graduated, just opened his practice. So I went to see him for a third opinion, and he explained the biomechanics of the body, how everything is connected, and the root of this pain was coming from my pelvis. okay, ding, 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 light bulb goes off. It resonates with me. I study with him until I go to chiropractic college, because that day, literally, I decided chiropractic is my pathway. I was so passionate about chiropractic. When I got to school, I wanted to be different. I didn't want to just do the 3-minute snap, crackle, pop. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I knew there was more possible, because as a teenager working for a chiropractor 5 days a week, getting adjusted 3 to 4 days a week, I questioned, why is my body not holding the adjustment? There has to be more possible. So in chiropractic school, I asked and I received this modality called BGI, biogeometric integration, that completely changed my life and my perspective of chiropractic. At first I was skeptical, like a lot of people are, because it was energetic based. It was focused on working with your fascia, your light body, the sacred geometry that your body was built and designed from. It was my very first adjustment with BGI that I experienced a Kundalini awakening. And I had no idea what this was. I hadn't even studied Kundalini awakening or Shakti or anything yet. I'm just feeling this deep, intense, what felt like a full body orgasm flowing through my body while healing deep emotional wounds, releasing emotions, crying, moving, shaking it off. That was like, yes, I had found what resonates with me. And then I go on and continue to study Tantra, Kundalini. I became a sex coach because I felt passionate about helping women return to their birthright of pleasure. Seeing the society that we grow up in with all the sexual programming and slut shaming, I myself, being a fitness competitor while in chiropractic college, fucked up my hormones. So my path began with that, with healing my womb. Because at 23, again, allopathic medicine wanted to put me on hormone replacement therapy. And I said, there has to be another way. So that was my first introduction to womb healing. I had done every other modality, studied every modality, or nearly every modality under the sun. I got certified in so many different modalities. I was searching, I was seeking, because I was trying to heal myself. I knew that more was possible. And along my journey, I was so passionate in chiropractic school, couldn't wait to open my first practice. And then I opened my first practice and I'm faced with insurance companies that don't want to pay me, patients who are demanding quick fixes and don't want to make any lifestyle changes, bodies that could not respond to this modality, and I got frustrated. I got burnt out. So I closed my practice, moved to Portugal, opened a practice there. Tried it all over again in a country that pays for their healthcare, does not depend on an insurance model. I thought that would make things different. Got burnt out again. That's when I met my husband. Journey continues. PCOS settles in, and I'm like, okay, something's going on in my womb. I need to start healing my womb. So I go down that pathway. So now I'm living 2 lives: chiropractic, sex coaching. Meanwhile, I am doing the same exact thing in both, because in chiropractic, I was merely removing any interference in the communication pathway between the mind and the body for the power that made the body to heal the body. That power is called life force energy. That power travels through nadis, meridians. It travels through your nervous system. So as a chiropractor, I was focused on removing interference in the nervous system. This chiropractic modality that I had discovered, BGI, was really focused on removing interference in the whole organism, in the fascia, which is one of the pillars that I am going to be sharing with you that plays a vital piece, a vital role in womb Kriyas. So as I'm studying, learning, trying to find my way, I'm still questioning, well, what else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? I'm seeing in practice that my patients are not responding. Their bodies are like, what is this energetic light touch modality that you do? I need your elbow in my glutes. I need you to take away this sciatic pain that happened 2 days ago because I fell. I found and I met so much resistance to go deep into the emotional, traumatic, childhood wound root cause of that sciatica. And of course, within a chiropractic practice, I was also very limited on how deep I could take people into their root causes of their pain. And I got burnt out seeing the same pain over and over and over again, knowing more is possible. But what I felt in their bodies is that their bodies were stuck in fight or flight. So no matter what I did, no matter how many adjustments they received, their bodies were not holding the adjustment. Again, I knew more was possible. And I got burnt out with my patients giving me their power, coming to me to take away their pain, coming to me and wanting a magical one-time adjustment that was going to fix them and heal them. And I saw that and I said, no, I do not want your power. I am only a guide who knows the body, like a magician that works with the body, removing interference so your body can heal itself. And then that was mirrored while I spent 10 years being a sex coach, helping women heal their sexual programming and shame, healing their womb of PCOS and fibroids and all the other womb conditions that wombs are screaming at us with to get our attention that, hey, drop down here. You need to pay attention to me down here. So I saw the same thing with my clients. No matter what I did, transformation would last for a week or a month or a few months, but then they would revert right back. Those same childhood wounds and triggers would show up again and again and again. And I got burnt out there and I asked, okay, what else is possible? And then I looked internally and I asked myself, okay, more has to be possible. Every time that not enough wound was triggered, I beat myself up because I spent 15 years doing it all, studying it all, trying to heal myself, paying healers, coaches, online programs, going to seminars after retreats after seminars, looking for something external from me to help me along my path, to help me heal the root causes of these traumas and wounds that kept showing up. I could subconsciously reprogram them all day long. They would still show up. So I knew more was possible. It was like, okay, go back to the drawing board. I haven't healed myself. What is this about? What am I missing? And then plant medicine showed up in my life. My journey began with Bufo. Bufo basically rebirthed me, and it rebirthed my relationship with cannabis. Needless to say, at the time, my relationship with cannabis wasn't so amazing. I had a really hard time smoking her, so my husband would have to mouth bump me. And there was a little bit of that anxiety or fear from all the belief systems that I had heard about cannabis and bought into from all the spiritual retreats and consciousness association organizations I was associated with. They had their points of views and beliefs against using medicines such as cannabis to assist you on your healing journey. So I had to face those, but after Bufo, cannabis came to me. 2 weeks after my Bufo ceremony, I was cooking in the kitchen and my husband walks up to me, he mouth bumps me cannabis. It was our Friday night ritual after a long week. Boom, just like that, I have to go lay down and cannabis takes me into a Bufo reactivation. Literally, it's intense and she starts talking to me and she's like, so, that what else is possible that you've been after, that you've been looking for? All those times of being burnt out in chiropractic and your coaching business with your own healing. Well, guess what? I am here to guide you along that pathway of finding what it is that you are looking for, because what it is that you are looking for is buried within you. And it was in that journey that she also asked me to use her sacredly and ceremonially. And if I do, that she will show me her true power, which I'm going to share with you tomorrow, by the way, in Pillar 2. So I committed to her. I began imbibing her with intention and sacredly in ceremony. And she began taking me, guiding me, holding my hand down this path from my mind to my womb. a lot of light bulbs went off along the way. A lot of pieces of the puzzle came together. All those times where I was burned out and questioned, but I've done it all. I know so much. Why have I not healed myself? She revealed all of that to me, or rather, she unlocked the wisdom and the knowledge within my body that carried those codes of, that's why, because I was doing everything from here. Even though I had awakened my Kundalini, this journey is never ending. There are 72,000 nadis flowing through your body for Shakti to flow through. And Shakti is your inner healer. She is your shaman. She is your divine feminine essence. But she's been buried, she's been hidden, she's been locked away, she's been repressed, judged, shamed, made wrong, had a war against her. Because during all of the past history, the past couple thousands of years, the feminine has been repressed out of fear. And that's really all it is. And that is what has caused this prioritization of mind over body, left brain over right brain, thinking over feeling. So we have to heal this mind-body split, this disembodiment epidemic that has caused societies, humanity as a whole, to be disconnected from their body, to not be able to feel their body, and to actually fear their body. Because what exists, what lives inside of your body is innate intelligence. It is the power that made your body. It is the intelligence that artificial intelligence is trying to replicate and duplicate. This intelligence lives inside of your body. We do not need to achieve it through technology, calling it technological advancements. We need to drop into our body and activate our own intelligence. And we do that by dropping into our womb, meeting Shakti, our inner healer, waking her up, and then dancing her along our channels, transmuting blockages, pain, fears, traumas, and wounds along the way so that she can meet her masculine counterpart at the crown chakra, Shiva. That is the journey. We have to descend into our womb in order to ascend. We cannot ascend from mind up. We have to descend first. And that is the scariest journey of all. Trust me, been there, done that. And I have a lot of beautiful analogies and metaphors for you that Cannabis has so graciously gifted me with as I have come head on with those fears, the fears of going deeper into my body and seeing what is there, because that really is the ultimate fear. It's the fear of feeling the too muchness that is stored in the body. And the reason that all of the modalities I did in the past did not work for me, not that they were wrong, but I was approaching them from here, just like everybody else is. Approaching them from my left brain, my logical thinking mind. My doors to my subconscious and unconscious mind were not open for me to drop deep into my body and feel and make that connection. Oh, this trauma is stored here, and it manifests as this, and it shows up as defense systems, coping mechanisms like these. And then I get triggered by a partner who says this, or by a mother who does that. So this is the journey of embodiment. It's connecting those dots and clearing out the traumas and the wounds and all the stuck vibrational frequencies that are stored in the cells of our body, that are polluting our sacred waters. That is what we are afraid of dropping into. And Cannabis showed me this in a beautiful ceremony. It began with a dream that I had where I was this beautiful mermaid breathing and spiraling up and down into the deepest, darkest aspects of the ocean, and then spiraling up to the surface. And in a breathwork ceremony, my womb was guiding me through a new breathwork practice where I was spiraling my breath down into my womb, dropping deeper with every exhale, and then inhaling, rising up even higher. And about halfway through the practice, I hit this fear. I feel like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I'm drowning. And I keep breathing and I'm transmuting it, waking up my Shakti, dancing with it. And I'm talking to Cannabis. I'm asking her, okay, what wisdom or knowledge is buried underneath this sphere? Because what else is possible? That's the more, that's the gift in going deep. Because in order to awaken to your full multi-dimensional cosmic pleasure potential, you have to also meet an equal amount of pain. The deeper you go into the pain is the higher you can rise into the pleasure. So that is what motivates me to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. I knew there was something there. So as I keep going and I keep breathing, I see this beautiful analogy in the form of a vision. And it's showing me this ocean that is polluted with toxins and chemicals and plastics. And the microbiome is out of balance. The pH is becoming more acidic, and a lot of the animals are, becoming extinct. And then I see myself diving into that ocean. And immediately I'm like, oh, there it is. Our bodies are mirrors of Mother Earth's body. Her body is 70 to 80% water, an ocean, one big gigantic ocean. Our bodies are basically one big gigantic ocean. And our bodies mirror that toxic, polluted ocean that I saw in my vision, where our bodies, one with all of the chemicals and toxins in the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, the products we use on our body and our skin, blah, blah, blah. All those toxins and chemicals are stored in our body. All those suppressed emotions are also altering our chemical balance. All of those stored traumas and wounds and fears and pain and programming and belief systems and self-judgment, the list goes on and on and on, by the way. All of those are stored in the cells of our body as well, which then cause armoring or hardening of our cells, which then alters our chemical balance even more, because now our nervous systems are stuck in fight or flight. And this is where the disembodiment epidemic comes into play. Because we are disembodied, we can do every modality we want to try to heal. But as long as we're doing it from here and we're not dropping into our body, we're only addressing one component of the communication link, which in chiropractic, it was a safety pin. The mind and the body sends messages back and forth to one another. The safety pin has to be closed for the information and wisdom to flow effortlessly. But when there's blockages along the way, that information cannot flow. So now, looking at all the clearing I did, I looked at that not enough wound and went, well, of course I haven't healed it, because I've only healed it from my mind space. I have not healed where it is stored in my body, which interestingly enough, that knee pain that I talked about that got me on the path to becoming a chiropractor, that has been one of the places in my body where this not enough wound, which was the core wound that kept showing up as repetitive triggers, that's where it was stored. So on this pathway of dropping deep into my body, finding where all these traumas and wounds and pains are stored, more pieces of the puzzle click into place. And that is where my womb healing journey went to the next level, because I thought I could feel my womb before when I would use my yoni eggs or do whatever womb practices that I was doing at the time, but I was feeling my womb from here. I was not feeling my womb by being fully embodied in my womb. And yes, there is a big difference. So in order to heal the mind-body split, in order to truly heal ourselves and all of these traumas and wounds and pain and programming that have their roots in our womb, we have to drop all the way to where the roots are, in the womb. And when you do, that is when you start, one, rewriting the neural networks those messages of danger, lack of safety, trauma that keep getting sent over and over and over from your body to your brain, keeping you stuck in fight or flight. That is also what I kept seeing in my patients' bodies. That's why no matter what I did, their bodies were not holding their adjustments. So, piecing all of these pieces of the puzzle together as I continue down this journey over the last 2 years, working with cannabis ceremonially, once or twice a week is how I started out. Put down my yoga mat, let me do some yoga. Let me do yoga from where? From here, that set sequence that I knew how to follow. I could do it in my sleep. After 1 or 2 times of doing that, my body and my womb said, no, let us guide you. Let us show you the practices that you've been looking for. And that is where cannabis began unlocking the knowledge and wisdom stored in my body. Because before that, I only had information. Information is stuff that we process at a logical, mental level. We don't truly get it at the logical, mental level. We get it at the feeling level. But we're so afraid to feel because what might we feel? That's our fear. What are we going to feel if we drop into that polluted ocean? I'm going to drown. It's not safe to drop into my body, especially with all those traumas that may get reactivated. It's definitely not safe. So your ego kicks in and tells you with tons of reasons and justifications and excuses why you should not drop into your body. Whatever you do, do not go there. And that has caused us to fear the feminine. That has caused us to fear our body. That has caused us to fear our womb, which you are going to meet your womb. You're going to meet Shakti, your inner healer. And you are going to meet this beautiful journey that your womb will take you on. Because like I've said, and you're going to hear me repeat it over and over and over again, the root cause of all pain and suffering, the root cause of the disembodiment epidemic can be found within your womb. So I made it to my womb. I'm working through all the traumas and pain and wounds and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I expand my awareness out to my pelvis, my pelvic chalice, and all the moving parts of my pelvis. And I realized the pelvis is the sacred temple that houses the womb, which is where your holy grail, everything you are looking for, every question you've ever asked, the answer to it lies within your womb. Our pelvis, though, it's stuck, it's tight, it's restricted. It has those core misalignments. The same SI joint is out of alignment every time I would go to get adjusted. That was the root of my knee pain. So this is where womb Kriyas were birthed from my, I don't even know what to call it, this overwhelming desire to free my pelvis, to free this pain that I have received thousands of chiropractic adjustments for, that I have done countless hours of yoga, of different somatic therapies and breath work, and you name it, to address. Pain was still there. My hips were still going out of alignment. So that was another question of, okay, well, what else is possible? I know more is possible. So in this yoga practice where my womb was guiding me, I began seeing, I'm opening the pelvic chalice, freeing all the restrictions, journeying through what those restrictions are, which when you meet your pelvic chalice, you will also meet the 7 different types of pain imprints that are stored in your pelvis that are limiting and restricting your womb, keeping you feeling as though you don't have enough space, keeping you feeling stuck and limited. Because if your womb feels stuck and limited, guess what? Your Shakti is stuck and limited. And Shakti is your inner healer. She can heal anything. But if she's stuck and limited, your healing is stuck and limited. You feel stuck and limited. And that's where I realized, that's where I was stuck and limited. That's why I hit burnout so many times in my chiropractic practice, in my coaching business. That's why I felt burned out in my own healing journey. That's why I kept questioning what else is possible. I know more is possible. I know. And then my womb said, come on down here and I will show you. Because what you think you know is just information. There is a big difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom. Information is like reading about the law of attraction. It's like reading about womb healing. It's like reading about the ascension journey. You can know it at a logical level, but do you truly get it? Have you embodied it at a cellular, molecular level? That's where the difference is. When you come into your body, when you journey through your womb, specifically with Cannabis, she is the mother that is guiding you on this journey of restoring you to divine union. And I'll be sharing more about that tomorrow because that is her sole purpose, healing this mind-body split. But as you begin journeying through these traumas and wounds and pain, what you are doing is you're clearing out all those stuck vibrational frequencies that keep you stuck, that keep your Shakti stuck, that keep your healing stuck. Your energy can now flow. She can go on the hunt of where that root cause of pain and suffering or the disembodiment epidemic is stored in your womb and where that tension pattern is connecting into other parts of your body. And that is what I was looking for is, we have to connect the entire tension pattern in our fascia, which is another pillar that you will meet on this journey. Your fascia is a very important player in these womb Kriyas, and I'm excited to share with you all of the magical properties of your fascia. But what I'm referring to is how these tension patterns pull through your fascia. Once we can locate them, then we can clear them in that circuit, in that safety pin loop, that communication pathway flowing between your mind and your body and your body and your mind. Because no matter how much nervous system regulation techniques and modalities you try to do, if the root cause is not cleared from your fascia, your nervous system is going to be receiving information in the form of vibrational frequencies from your fascia, sending trauma, danger, not safe, messages of fear through your nervous system. And that's where I did it all. Trust me, I did it all. And that's why I got so burnt out, because it wasn't working, because something was missing. And it was that link, the link between the mind and the body. So in connecting that link between the mind and the body, you basically get to recreate or rewrite those neural networks that flow between your mind and your body. And your womb is your foundation. Like I said, it's your core. So when you go into your womb and you work with clearing out these stuck vibrational frequencies stored in your womb, stored in the fascial matrix of your womb, because any change that you make to your fascia in one part ripples throughout your entire fascia, transforming your entire fascial matrix. So why not address the fascia of your womb matrix? And that is where womb Kriyas were birthed from. This relentless pursuit to heal myself, to heal the mind-body split that had occurred between my mind and my body. Because I spent the majority of the first part of my life here. Now I get to enjoy spending the rest of my life here. And I will remind you over and over again, yes, this journey to healing, the mind-body split, which mirrors the masculine-feminine split, is a scary one, because dropping deep into your body, you will be faced with all those fears of, what is this feeling? What is this sensation? Oh my God, I'm feeling something, something's wrong. We have to relearn this feminine realm of our body. We've been so used to the masculine realm of our mind, the feminine realm of the body is unknown. And our greatest fear is the fear of the unknown. But the more you are willing to drop into your body and meet those fears with what else is possible. What's on the other side? That knowledge that I talked about. So information is here. Now you get to meet the knowledge that exists underneath the traumas, the wounds, the pain, and the programming that is stored in your womb. The knowledge that exists underneath that is the wisdom. It's your gift for healing that. So for example, in that breathwork ceremony, when I faced that fear and I decided to push through it, the knowledge that I received was the analogy that, wow, our bodies are mirrors of Mother Earth's oceans. And that drowning, suffocating feeling that I faced was dropping deeper into my womb, because what am I going to find there? And I'm even currently dropping deeper and deeper into my throat in preparation for this sacred rite of passage for womb Kriyas. I woke up yesterday with a sore throat. But this is where we have to shift from the logical masculine realm of, oh, I'm sick, what's wrong with me? Because we've been programmed to believe that anything bad or negative or wrong with your body that looks like pain or symptoms means you have to do something about it. You have to go look for a quick fix, a solution, even a natural remedy. You have to do something about it. But you're doing something about it from a place of obligation because you have this pain or symptom, which is the last thing to show up. When pain or symptoms show up, it's a message from your body like, hey, we're doing some work here. You need some attention here. So when this showed up, it was like, oh, there's some stuff to be cleared out here to show up, to birth womb Kriyas, to share the philosophy, the who, what, where, when, why, how of womb Kriyas over this 7-day pilgrimage. Of course I'm going to wake up with a sore throat. So I didn't go into the wrongness of it. Instead, I went into the rightness of it. What is the knowledge and wisdom underneath it? And trust me, I have unraveled a lot around this, and it is an absolute beautiful journey where I embrace the pain now, because I recognize that the pain is showing up and it's a portal to get to the knowledge that's on the other side. In order to tap into your multidimensional cosmic pleasure potential, which is never ending as well, you have to face an equal amount of pain. So I embrace the pain because for me, it's an opportunity to wake up my Shakti and to dance away that pain, to transmute that pain with the fire of Shakti, and to unlock that knowledge that exists on the other side. And then wisdom is the accumulation of that knowledge that you get through feeling, because knowledge can only be unlocked through feeling. Knowledge is your truth. Wisdom is the accumulation of these repetitive feeling experiences where you are transmuting vibrational frequencies of traumas and pain and fear and wounds into knowledge, into pleasure, into love. So the more you unlock is the more wisdom you gain. So these 7 days, the sacred rite of passage for womb Kriyas that were birthed from my womb, is an absolute honor for me to be able to share with you my journey through everything, every stepping stone that I stepped on, every trauma, every pain, every wound that got me here, is because these womb Kriyas were birthed from those repetitive feeling experiences. To truly unlock them, I had to drop deeper and deeper into the feeling of what was stored there as armor, keeping them hidden, buried, locked away. They were so locked away with dust over it. I had to dust it off, find the combination to the lock, unlock it, pull them out, piece together all the different codes that then come together and create this beautiful thing called womb Kriyas. So over the next 6 days, I'm going to be sharing with you that journey, where womb Kriyas came from, all those moving components of womb Kriyas. You are going to meet Cannabis, my divine feminine teacher plants, my guide, my best friend on this journey. You are going to meet your womb and Shakti, who lives inside of your womb, who is your inner healer. She is your shaman. I am your womb shaman, but I am not your shaman. And I say that because I will guide you into your womb. I will guide you through practices that will help you to unlock the Holy Grail that lives inside of your womb. But I will not heal you. Only your Shakti can heal you. You will then get to meet your sacred pelvic chalice, which is your holy temple that houses your Holy Grail. And you will meet the 7 different types of pain imprints that are stored in your pelvic chalice, keeping it stuck, restricted, limited, and keeping your womb and Shakti stuck and limited as well. You will then meet your fascia, your multi-dimensional liquid crystalline matrix that has so many magical properties that I just cannot wait to share with you. And then you will meet Shakti synchronization healing, the healing modality or framework that I use in the womb Kriyas. And then on the final day, you will meet pillar number 7, womb Kriyas themselves, where I will share with you the philosophy behind them, and then I will share with you a few special womb Kriya practices. So thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for joining me on this sacred rite of passage where I am birthing womb Kriyas into the world and sharing this divine knowledge that has helped me to heal, that has helped me to shed my trauma self and my pain body so that I can fully anchor in more and more my higher self and activate my light body. With that being said, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you again for being here. I am so honored and so ecstatic to share with you the sacred rite of passage. So go have a beautiful, magical day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Mwah.